Hey, welcome. You know that feeling when someone asks what you did this morning and you're just stuck for the right English words? Well, today we are fixing that. We're going to walk through all the phrases you need from the second that alarm goes off all the way until you're heading out the door. Let's dive in. So, really, think about it for a second. If I asked you right now, hey, what's your morning routine? Could you tell me in a way that sounds totally natural? That's our goal today. We're going to get you there. And look, we're throwing the boring textbook stuff out the window. This is all about the real, everyday phrases that people actually use. By the time we're done here, you'll be able to chat about your morning like it's second nature. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. Those first few moments of the day. You know, when the alarm starts blaring and you're pulled from a deep sleep. What do you say then? All right, first things first, let's get this straight. There's waking up, and then there's sleeping in. Waking up is just, your eyes pop open. But sleeping in, that's that glorious, deliberate choice to stay in bed longer, usually on a Saturday or Sunday. It's the best. And here's why that little difference matters. You could say, I woke up late, but if you did it on purpose, I slept in, is way better. It tells the other person, yeah, I did that on purpose, and it was awesome. Okay, now for a phrase that I'm pretty sure everyone knows intimately. That moment when the alarm goes off and you're just like, nah, not yet. You reach over and you hit that magical button for just a few more minutes of peace. I mean, does that sound familiar or what? This sentence is the perfect way to describe that morning battle. You're not just delaying the alarm for a bit. You are officially hitting snooze. So, you finally dragged yourself out of bed. For a lot of people, the very first win of the day is this right here, making your bed. It's just that simple act of straightening out the blankets and fluffing the pillows. And you can see how it becomes part of a daily habit, right? The phrase is super simple and direct. I always make my bed. Easy. All right, so you're up, the bed's looking neat. What's next? Well, for most of us, it's a trip to the bathroom. Let's get into that part of the routine. Okay, in the bathroom, it usually boils down to these big three things. The order might be different for you, but these are the essential phrases you need for talking about getting fresh and clean. Let's start with a really important one, to brush your teeth. It's a fundamental part of the morning. And talking about it is just as simple. You just say, I brush my teeth twice a day. That's pretty much the most common way you'll hear it. Next up, getting your whole body clean. And hey, here's a little pro tip for you. Native speakers will almost always say they take a shower. Just saying I shower is, well, it's okay, but take a shower sounds way more natural. Trust me. And I love this example because it does something really cool. It connects the action, taking a shower, to a feeling. You're not just saying what you did, you're explaining the result. And that little detail, it makes your English sound so much more advanced. Okay, we're feeling fresh, we're clean. Now it's time to actually get ready to be seen by other human beings. Yep, time to put on some clothes. The perfect all-in-one phrase for this is simply to get dressed. It covers the whole process, from picking out your shirt to putting on your shoes. And like we saw before, you can always add a little more detail to make it interesting. I got dressed quickly because I was late. See? Adding that why makes it a much better story. Okay, we are dressed and ready to go. Almost. Now for what might just be the most important meal of the day, let's talk about breakfast. So with breakfast, you've really got two paths you can go down. You either have breakfast or you skip breakfast. And notice that word again, have. It's way more common in everyday English to say you have breakfast, not eat breakfast. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference in sounding natural. And of course, for so many of us, this is an absolutely essential part of the morning. And again, look at that verb we're using. You have a cup of coffee. You have some tea. It's the same pattern. I mean, this sentence is basically a mantra for half the world, right? It's so powerful because it's not just a habit, it's a need. This is a perfect, totally natural way to talk about your morning coffee or tea. Okay, we are so close to being done. We're dressed, we've had something to eat or drink. What are the absolute last steps before the morning routine is officially complete? And here it is, the grand finale of the morning routine. You leave the house. This is it. This is the moment you step out into the world and your day really starts. And you guessed it, adding a little context makes the story complete. He left the house in a hurry because he was running late. It wraps up the whole morning narrative perfectly, and let's be honest, it's something we've all done. So let's do a super quick review. We've got wake up or sleep in, making your bed, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, having or skipping breakfast, and finally leaving the house. These are the essential pieces you need to build your morning story. And just like that, we're done. See? Your morning routine isn't just a boring list of things you have to do. It's a little story you can tell. So here's my question for you. How are you going to describe your morning tomorrow? Go on, give it a try. Because the next time somebody asks, you'll be ready to tell them all about it.